So on Saturday, we went out on track for practice, and I made it a point to get on everyone's door, drive as closely as possible, and try to stay in front of the smoke, because this track is pretty bad with smoke, and it seems to pile up inside the car, and you can't see in front of you at all, especially going into the last turn across the front straight. So we followed Mad Mike, we followed Turek and a couple other people, and dialed the car in pretty solid for tandem. We were feeling good about it. So we got ready for top 32, the car was prepped, and we went to fire it up to pull it to the line, and it wouldn't start. It seemed to have a dead battery, so we put it on the jump starter, tried to get it to fire. It wasn't quite enough juice because the battery had dead celled, so we tried to jump start it with another vehicle. That still didn't work, so we ended up push starting it with the jumper cables from the vehicle on it, got it to fire up, pull up to the line, but we were actually a minute late. So Danny, the spotter, had to call 5 minutes. So we used our 5 minutes for something as silly as that, but we had to. Once the 5 minutes was up, we pulled onto the line, did our burnouts. Right when the start official was about to send us, Kevin Wells came out on the track and told us to pull off and go back to the pits. I pulled the wheels off the car, gave them to Kevin, he popped the bead, and it was had sealant on the bead. We've been using this for this event to keep the tire from de-beading. The rulebook states that there can't be any type of mechanical fastening. It then goes to list a few things like screws or bead locks. And then it also states that there can't be any sort of device that attaches the wheel to the tire. And that rule seems to be that sealant would not be an issue with that rule to me. It's kind of a gray area. If we wanted to get technical, you use air to bead the tire to it. So air in the machine that mounts it is the device. So it's definitely a gray area. If you want to count it as rulebook, every one at the event seemed to be illegal by using air, which is silly. So instead of getting kind of a warning and a heads up on that, they decided to make an example out of it in top 32, even though it's after I found out that the other drivers that were tested on Friday ended up being all right, and they waited till top 32 to test mine. So kind of a issue I have there. Kind of everyone else got the warning, I didn't. It's kind of a bummer, but we're going to show up in Jersey with our non-gray area tires and do the best we can, and put it on everyone's door for fun. And to the guys out there that decided that I had an advantage, I'm just going to prove them wrong.